now I recognize Congressman Self for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, I would point to one of your comments about Haiti moving towards stability, that Haiti has been unstable for decades. And I will point you to the Chicago Cubs fans. They thought it was going to be different next year for decades. It finally was, but it took decades for it to be different. I think using the word stability in the same sentence as Haiti is a rosy projection at best. I've heard nothing but rosy projections from all three of your testimonies here, and yet we know, if every report is right, that the CCP is making tremendous gains throughout the Western Hemisphere. So the first question is, I want to know what kinds of activities does the Countering PRC Influence Fund support in the region, and what impact do you think that has? Mr. Nichols?
So among the things that we seek to do is educate populaces on the reality of the deals on offer from the PRC, whether that's investment or media or cultural centers, and educate people on what's really on offer, what the terms of credit that their countries might receive. We seek to provide financing for key infrastructure projects and other investments in countries in the region.
That's a great point. So what is your percentage of the PRC spending in Western Hemisphere?
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand the question, sir.
How does your spending compare to the DFC or whatever? What is our soft power spending in the Western Hemisphere? How does it compare to what CCP is spending? Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I could speak to that perhaps in the space of humanitarian assistance.
Well, I'm looking at a total cost. I think we are being vastly outspent. And frankly, in one of our previous hearings, the State Department was bragging about being the chief investment partner of the Western Hemisphere instead of the chief trading partner. And I think that bodes us no good. Now, Argentina apparently has most of the rare earth minerals that we need. And rare earth minerals, frankly, are not that rare. Alaska alone has 49 out of the 50 rare earth minerals, and yet the Biden administration is trying to turn it into one large national park. But Argentina has many of them as well. So what would you do to try to get us rare earth minerals, of which China controls some 90% around the world? So as long as we're talking about investment in South America, what would you do to try to get us rare earth minerals out of Argentina? Because we now have a government that I think would be amenable to that idea.
We have an excellent relationship with the Malay government in Argentina. Under the leadership of Undersecretary Jose Fernandez, we have engaged in discussions about promoting U.S. investment in the critical mineral sectors in countries like Argentina, Chile, Peru, and around the region. That means engaging partners, ensuring that policies are in place in countries that welcome foreign direct investment and U.S. investment. In the case of Argentina specifically, mineral resources, subsoil resources are controlled by the provinces and not by the central government. So that means working with governors, and our embassy engages with the governors
process,
around
but what are you doing to encourage U.S. companies to go get the rare earths that we need?
That means working with nations to create an environment that is welcoming to foreign direct investment, working with the private sector in the United States to share opportunities for investment.
That's generalities, though, Mr. Nichols. What are you doing?
Leading trade delegations to countries in the region, working with our partners in the Department of Commerce to facilitate visits by businesses around the hemisphere, engaging with private sector organizations like BCIU, Council of the Americas, U.S. Chamber of Commerce.
Let me ask you this then. Those countries that you've named, is China extracting rare earths out of those countries?
Yes.
And have we started?
Well, in some cases, there are, in Chile and Peru, there are U.S. mines that do mine critical minerals in those countries.
I will just make the point that I think our soft power has gotten a little soft. We need to be going after these things that our industry needs in great quantities, and we need to be reducing our reliance on China.
I agree
I'll yield
100%
back,
on
Madam
that
Chair.
point. I agree, and we need to do more. We need to fund DFC. We need to fund the Inter-American Development Bank so that the financing piece is there for these multi-billion-dollar investments.